Ebusia wenim sem set two suspicious flights be free Guan Canera be PMO Kotoka International Airport. It is suspected say cocaine and money laundering and a cost to a Reverend Ntim Fordjour. It's here a year on mine Ghana and as was seminar say Minister for Government Communication Felix Fosukwachi ebe dispute that fact say bibisa enim with videos later na NDC amonyoko ni claim say a fake. Just a fake video no be deceive you na name omogi di se kata hye ne proye bi ene nubone illicit drugs ekoso ewa bra ebe bi pie mu Kotoka na the time ye Minister of Communication e dey massive plane ni be di ye bra e 2 ye ene the the details airport e dey ba na ebo ebra bebre ne no anana dodo no ka se wo hwa Stephen Ntim honorable Ntim Fordjour odi kan edit of iba ye kra ye hu say intelligence invite no so more investigation and am so Emma Felix for Sukwachi de before beke kan sem bebre crack say he will make an example out of Stephen Ntim honorable rather than investigation eda aponoso we anene ababe to dwa say national security operative armed men and Kasa Burrell Penny Fia said ye Eddie Kind akoso that the Ntim NPP Pennyfo Kukudam Ababi Piemu ni Fiema in the new senior videos ni pictures ni biwa ye de eba besomo na riding and a minister for Bantama Ebusia sorry Francis Asenso Boache Francis Yera member of parliament eso ababe Piemu fe na menjen kanin na jebrana memfa de ekoso ne nsemo a your honorable Sudi Tuja, a bro baby PMO, Stephen Ntim Fordjour, if he
for MP for Bantama here, boldly written on his head. Honorable, why are you here at this moment?
We just got information that our colleague is being harassed, and I'm just coming to find out to ascertain the truth.
By the time in the next 1 hour or two, maybe all the minority members, all of you will be here because some of your colleagues are already here doing the work on your behalf.
That's okay. I'm also coming here to find out what is going on here. Okay.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. So that is the MP for Bantama, Asenso Boache, speaking to us right there. And let's go continue our conversation with some of the party members who are present here, giving their support to the member of parliament. Now, we're having that friendly conversation, and I asked a question that this is not the first time we are saying this, and the president has directed that let him collaborate with the security agencies so they unravel this and then come out to probably
as on mine, you know, the actors involved. Today you are here, tomorrow you'll be out. So there will be you know. So I believe that I feel maybe yeah, sure why you think you have power today, tomorrow your power will go. We've witnessed this several times, you know. Yeah, who from Chairman J. John Rollins, yeah, who President Kufo, yeah, who Professor Atamos, Namefa Currency. Yehu John Dramani Mama, His Excellency. Yehu Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo. Yasabe John Dramani Mama. And we've seen how these funny things happen.
Yeah, it is.
We will not spend energy. But if we want to practice a functional democracy, the traits of a functional democracy is not what we are witnessing. Yeah. Because
but what I knew is the NIB had written to the speaker for the speaker to release him. We don't know what has become of that. But the Ebetiane said,
but again, there was a directive by the president.
Yes.
I don't know whether these agencies work above the president. The directive that we all read out was a collaboration between NACOC, NIB, National Security, CID, IOCO, and other relevant bodies to collaborate on such a matter of relevance to all of us.
Yes.
So, Name Obayemisia also peden everywhere. Yeah. If you want to get information from you, if you say call beyond a certain barrier, now pay information from my Opa Tramitim can away there. There's
oh, of course, arresting the person or inviting him in just
so if we really want to get to the bottom of the case, the approach I would say is wrong. Honestly.
Yeah.
And we should not be, you see, I don't understand why people feel that this kind of intimidation and all those things will help solve the problems of the country. And very unfair. Just look at, where is GJ? NMC as we speak, a constitutional body, inform you.
Inform NMC.
As we speak now, NMC.
Yes. Has not been informed.
Yeah, everybody, we even the practitioners, we are not bothered. They at least they regulate a certain front for us. So as we speak, there's no NMC. That's a mandatory body,
yes.
a requirement.
Yes.
Anyway, there's no NMC. GJ, 3-4 months or so, no. How many journalists no more no like
NIB?
Yeah, how many journalists? And what are the reasons? GJ, what is your position on the reasons that have been given by NIB?
The GJ did a press conference recently.
Oh, but that
was on one.
Yeah, so we are
subsequent to that.
We are practicing a dysfunctional democracy. Media may caution to everybody. Then Triepodia and Caneto. Ejene, Yadia Femu Kurema. A service to the nation, not service to show that we are God.
Yes.
If we have energy, let's go to Boko now and see what is happening in Boko. If we have energy, let's go to our Galamsey sites and see what is happening at our Galamsey sites. If we have energy, let's look at the calendar of educational settings now. If we have energy, we are expecting that the promises of the social contract of the NDC will come into fruition. We're expecting to build a Ghana that we all, just like they've given the assurance, we all want. If those are the areas that we should be bothered with. Again, it doesn't give room for people to also act in any manner and think that they can act anyhow and go.
And the state will
yes,
be watching.
but there are processes. It's not a soldier regime or military regime. Any tribunal days, no.
Yes.
There are processes. There are processes. Let me remind all of us, there are processes.
Yeah.
Because the next time, it might not augur well for certain situations. You don't expect anybody to raise a voice because it is happening now.
Yes.
We are not talking about it. The next minute, when it is the other way around, do you expect that we should come and sit and still talk about it? No. So let's allow how we are managing this country to go on autopilot. If you have strength and you have power, you are above the law. That's how we are treating ourselves now. Because so what it means is that because me say we are practicing a dysfunctional democracy. I'll be tired even with that word. So what I say,
my other worry, and it's when the president in his wisdom and for more mutie and oba video way Reverend Ntim Fordjour fee way exclusive videos I ensaka and ye show de emamono. My worry really and it's president in his wisdom Emma directive no. There was a reason behind directive on my. It is very unfortunate say subsequent to the president directive no. We heard narratives to the effect say, oh, MP ne kra samo kan na nya no kre bi anim e intro no di. It effectively prejudices and compromises the investigation.
Of course.
It is here no says our state agents no man penny order almost so say maybe in Ntim Fordjour. Why should I appear before them?
In any case, has even that committee been set up after the director has it been set up?
We don't know.
Exactly.
What I heard from Honorable Felix Pacho Fosone said say NIB na a part of sa agents or manpenyin name here. But NIB and first omu invite MP through minority leader.
The president gave a directive.
No, meba. Omu invite MP through minority leader. MP can say he was speaking on behalf of the caucus. Then you do obeko. Now omu use the appropriate channel. The appropriate channel they say omu routing it through speaker. Ofozu kwate mayete say NIB actual akwa come speaker. Say on release MP no And that's the point. And since that time, NTB be able to
we are just not being real to the situation.
It's how we've handled the issue.
We are not just being real.
All over.
Let us call a spade a spade. Onyamiadum, we have sat here during a certain regime. We've spoken about some of these things severally. Severally. We need an improvement. And emotions, ni pain, ni bitterness. I'll pay you back.
Because resetting accounts is an onerous.
Because when you do that, then we are all forced to go back into history and watch some of the people acting today, the holier than thou people acting today, the things that they have said in this country and they've gone scot-free. Why? And there is a directive by the president that form this committee, collaborate with the person. If he is deceiving Ghanaians, afterwards that decision of punishing him duly, of course it's an option. But why? Why? And so I should go back and say, make you see any area kwacho for twins wabekika. Or no one is wabekika, make you see any so it gives more room for me to suspect that something is happening. I will not go far from that. Or no one is wabekika see any. So why? In any case, even the releaser, Ghana Airport Company didn't buy. It's funny.
It's one of the
it's
funny.
It's funny.
Let me get it and
it's funny.
And I think government should know. This is
they'll be forced to
an
play
issue that has to be handled
well.
We have to handle this issue and handle it well.
I'm surprised.
It is unfortunate, say, even before the committee starts. Of course, I mean, I get the bit about the politics of it. Say, there is political propaganda around the world, and government is forced to respond to political propaganda. But we still have to deal with the issue. And that's why the president in his wisdom calling for investigation. We don't have to preempt side investigations.
How many times haven't we sat here to say, Argentina mono airport 4, aviation 4, Argentina at least. We've said this countlessly.
Yes.
Now, okay, rush response really aba. Say at no point now in my many crime Reverend now a crime to know Ntim Fordjour. Is it a crime? If you know Ntim Fordjour as Ghana Airport manager, is it a crime? And how do you even say so Ntim Fordjour? Because or your member of parliament, our minister, at least over to my hello. You don't necessarily have to know him. So crackers only the plan you don't need to know somebody before you plan evil in quote. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Everything that government is doing now is just letting us opening up more suspicion. It would own our say from day one. Day one and some aquatic fuchubeka one. Me, I've just written about even 10 questions for him. Why is government rushing? There's a committee. Let the committee and they can't run away from some of these because now the flight details the tracking system you can track and get to the airport. We do know not plane is your watch on Nipano or so why are we even run away from why? It's an embarrassment that we cannot respond to an individual we are saying that Odi Tron actually. It's an embarrassment, and we've chosen to rather intimidate. Does it mean that we are all stopped from talking? Is that the case? That because of say your car, is that what it means? Don't forget that we have a media-friendly leader.
Yes. Who is himself a member of the Ghana Journalists Association.
How do we treat ourselves like this? How? How do we treat ourselves like this?
But I'm also told, sir, the National Investigations Bureau operatives were there to effect a search, in fact, an arrest warrant from the court. And I think we also have to situate the conversation within that. If someone sack an arrest warrant from the court, the reason behind the arrest warrant, I don't know. But if they have it, then There's a limit to how far we can criticize.
No, it's not Obi. But no, Obi Busa question. Obi Busa question. Obi Busa question. A restaurant, they're quite kububu amount for please.
No, I'm not sure they've done that.
No, I'm saying Obi Busa question based on it today.
Yes.
Make up yes, you know.
Yeah, I remember.
Obi.
I remember.
We need to just call a spade a spade. Pamcho Obi, let's just be honest and real to the situations. The fact that you have an arrest warrant, you know, you're a lawyer.
Yes.
Educate us.
Yes.
So
that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So more arrest warrant. I'm not too sure saying no more on fear or no. But if they have that arrest warrant, what I'm saying is we should know the reasoning behind the going to court for the arrest warrant. Ebia Speaker based on the letter from the NIB, no, Speaker Kacheren say he should make himself available. Ubeka Nanseyano, a similar thing happened in the case of Mustafa Yusuf and A+. If Speaker Ekaso making himself available and a wanko, and then I force NIB Momakwaji arrest warrant now, another issue altogether. My problem is should we have gotten here? I don't think honestly we should have gotten here because again, the animosity in the building when there was this whole machinery set up, say the messenger should be torn apart. Nasema obeka just so intro some people hitting at his credibility and now you're so for I think and on the building that animosity because I immediately after President Facebook post no and at the agencies of
it settles the matter.
It settles the matter. But this whole attempt to want